one chip at a time, and we're doing our first ever NFL previews. So I want to get this out, of course, before this wild card weekend starts. Oh, it's going to be some amazing football. I love some of the matchups. Even getting in, that was insane. There were some huge games that went right down to overtime, a couple of them. So let's get right into this. We're getting ready for 2022 playoffs and the Super Bowl. Can you believe it? I can't believe it's here already. Like, that was 18 weeks of power rankings that just flew by. We'll probably do power rankings again. I want to get it out before the weekend, but I don't know. I do work a full-time job too, so I'll do my best. But we're going to do this in order of the games. So I'm going to do them in the order they're played. So I don't want to hear anyone saying any favoritism towards any of the teams. This just goes by the NFL schedule, so blame them and if anyone. So we're gonna start off with the Las Vegas. How about we start with a mess up right away? The Las Vegas Raiders, who will be heading to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. They're gonna take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So we'll start off with the Raiders. This game is at 2:30. So this will be the first game, 2:30 on Saturday. They were 5-3 on the road this season, and they did, of course, finish 10-7. So they actually did have a very decent road record. They did go second in the AFC with that record, the AFC West. And they are on actually a 4-game win streak coming into this bad boy. So Vegas has some momentum, that's for sure. Their quarterback, of course, is Derek Carr, and he threw 23 touchdowns and 4,800 yards this season. So some decent numbers. You'll hear all the numbers. That is definitely up there. It's not number one. We'll get to number one. But Josh Jacobs, he led the way on the ground. He ran for 1,038 yards. So dangerous combo, that's for sure. The Bengals, they also finished 10-7. They finished first in the AFC North. They were only 5-4 at home though, so maybe a little cause for concern there. They did win their last game against the Browns, they lost that game against the Browns. Even without Baker Mayfield, but anyway, they lost their last game coming into the playoffs. They're led by Joe Burrows, who also threw for 4,600 yards, and he was also able to get 34 touchdowns. So he was able to get 11 more touchdowns than Derek Carr with 100 less yards. So they also have rookie sensation Ja'Marr Chase, he received 1,400 of those yards and 13 of those touchdowns. So insane rookie season for him. And next up on Saturday night, this game's going to be insane. It's 6:15 Mountain. All the game times will be in Mountain because that's where I'm from. Sorry about that. This game will feature arch rivals as we have the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. So it is the visiting team, the New England Patriots. They will be heading to Highmark Stadium in Buffalo to take on the Bills. The New England went 10-7 this season. Very impressive that they also won 6 wins and 2 losses on the road. That's a better way to say that. And they come in losing 2 of their last 3 though, and one of those games was to the Bills. They did split their 1-1 with the Bills this season, and both teams on the road took the W, so that was kind of interesting. Mac Jones has 3,800 yards and 22 touchdowns at quarterback, and no other player on the team had more than 1,000 yards receiving or running. So for those ones, we'll just leave it. We won't get into it. The Bills, on the other hand, they finished 11-8. They come in on a 4-game winning streak, and they are centered, of course, by Josh Allen. He had 4,400 yards and 36 touchdowns, and a lot of those were, of course, to Stephon Diggs. He caught 1,222 yards of those. So great season for Diggs. Great to see him out of the Vikings there. Then we have the Sunday morning game featuring the Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to be traveling to Raymond James Stadium. They're going to be taking on the defending champions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Eagles come in 9-8. They're second in the NFC East. They went 6-3 on the road and come in winning the last game. Jalen Hurts is under center. He threw for 3,100 yards and 16 touchdowns. Again, no player over 1,000. The Bucs come in with a 13-4 record and really good home record of 7-1. So really good at home. Of course, they were led by Tom Brady. He threw for 5,300 yards and 43 touchdowns. So both those are league bests again. That's why he's in the conversation for MVP with Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Chris Godwin caught the lion's share with 1,100 yards receiving. So that's that game. All right, now we head to the Saturday 2:30 p.m. game, and that's going to see the San Francisco 49ers. They're going to travel to Jerry's World, AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas, and they're going to face America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. The 49ers, they come into this one with a 10-7 record. They're going 6-3 on the road, so not too bad. That earned them third in the NFC West. Jimmy Garoppolo, he was thrown for 3,800 yards and 20 touchdowns. So Deebo Samuel, he got almost half of those. He got 1,405 yards receiving. So the Cowboys come in with a 12-5 record, good for first in the NFC East. They went 5-3 at home, and they are of course led by Dak Prescott, Dakota Rain Prescott, as he's known, who threw for 4,450 yards and 37 touchdowns. Ezekiel Elliott ran for 1,000 yards, and CeeDee Lamb caught for another 1,100 yards. So no limit to the offense there in Dallas. Now we talk about the Sunday nighter, 6 p.m. Eastern, and we are going to be doing all these PM games like the Saturday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. Check those live streams definitely. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to meet up in Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. The Steelers, they absolutely clawed their way into the playoffs at the very last second, and with the help of the Jaguars, let's be honest. They went 9-7-1. So that finished in second in the AFC North. They went 3-5 on the road, winning their last two and being led one last time by Big Ben Roethlisberger. He threw for 3,700 yards and 22 touchdowns. Najee Harris, he went beast mode a lot of times. He went for 1,200 yards on the ground. And then the Chiefs, of course, went 12-5. They were first in the AFC West, and you know who they're led by. Good old Patrick Mahomes, getting the Patrick Price. He threw for 4,800 yards, 37 touchdowns, and his favorite target was, of course, Tyreek Hill, who he nails for 1,250 yards. And then the last game of the weekend, the wild card weekend, we got the Monday nighter. This one will feature the Arizona Cardinals, and they're going to travel to SoFi Stadium to take on the host Los Angeles Rams. The Cardinals come into this one sporting an 11-6 record. That's good for second in the NFC West. They went a sizzling 8-1 on the road, with Kyler Murray under center throwing for 3,800 yards and 24 touchdowns. Nobody on the team hit 1,000 yards besides him. So the Rams come into this one 12-5, 5-3 at home, so pretty decent. That's good for first in the NFC West, and they were quarterbacked, of course, by Matthew Stafford, who threw for 4,900 yards, 41 touchdowns, which is second in the NFL. And Cooper Kupp put on an absolute clinic in his rookie season. He got near 2,000 yards. He got 1,949 yards receiving, to be exact. So absolutely insane. And then, of course, we got the Green Bay Packers and the Tennessee Titans. They're going to get a bye because of how well they played this season. So they're on to the next round already. Alright, and just before we get to the moment that everybody has been waiting for and tuned in for, I want to just thank you guys again, because it's almost been a year now, and this channel's really grown a lot, and I couldn't have done any of it without you. So big thank you. If you did like this video, give it a like, give it a subscribe, share this thing around. All right, let's do it. Predictions. I mean, I just spent the whole video just going as unbiased as I could, giving all kind of the matchups and what's going on, so I'm going to keep this kind of short and sweet. My biggest upset is probably going to be the Raiders. I got the Raiders winning. I've got the Bills winning. I've got the Bucks winning. I've got the Cowboys winning. I've got the Chiefs winning. And I've got the Rams winning. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think is going to happen. And as always, like, subscribe. See you guys in the next episode. Take care.